Hello everybody, it's Nick here, and I first want to start off by saying Merry Christmas. I hope you guys had a great time. I didn't have the best Christmas ever, but it was a good Christmas. I don't think it was like horrible and I had a horrible time. No. I've had better Christmases, but this year we didn't even have a Christmas tree up. Holy crap. But anyways, so my hiatus is over. I'm back to making videos again, and like I said, I have some video game stuff that I need to upload still, so keep a lookout for that. So I am over my stepfather's death. It's something that, like I said, he's the third person I've lost in my family this year. So I don't mean to sound rude when I say this, but to me it's like, oh, it's just another guy, that's it, but I do think about how we were starting to get close, and then he passed away, and it was such a shock. It's like I said, it was like he was back to normal again, and then he just ended up getting sick one night, and then that's when he went. But I have to look forward to what the future's, holding for me. I can't look on what's in the past, And like I said, the reason I mainly don't cry is it's like, well, I'll see him again when I die, because I'm going to go to heaven, hopefully, and he'll be there waiting for me. So, for the first time today, I spent some time with my dad, and I told him, I'm glad you're still alive, My dad's got some health issues too. He's got diabetes, and hopefully I don't get that, but I'm not really giving myself the promise that I'm not going to get that, because I eat really crappy. Which brings me to what I'm to this morning. We went to Beth's Cafe. After 21 years of living in Seattle, I never ever went to this place, and my dad's like, "Hey, do you want to go there?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure." So I got it was called like the Full House, and there was like you get like a 6-egg or a 12-egg omelet, and I got that thinking I would be able to finish it. Now don't worry, I'm not the kind of guy where I go out to eat, and if I can't finish my food, I just have it thrown out. I take it home for later, because for some reason when I'm out, and this started to be like a recent thing this year when it started, where I would I'd eat, like if I go somewhere to eat, I can't finish it, like I have a short stomach. Then when I get home, I could just eat it all up. Well, this time that's kind of true. So I ate about like half of the omelet, then I took the rest home, and you could see what's in here. See all that stuff? I got some sourdough bread over here, but it was good stuff. The thing is, I don't like a lot of crap in my omelet. I just like just the egg and the cheese. That's it. I don't want anything else. But they put all this ham and all these mushrooms in it, and I think some olives, and it's like, I like this stuff. I just don't like it in my omelet. So I should have told them, not to put that in there. I don't know why I didn't. I got a giant chocolate shake though, which was pretty good. But it was good food though. I'll go back some other time hopefully, and it was good stuff. This isn't beer. This is actually a vanilla Coke. I take a can and I'll pour it into the glass. So that's mainly because that ways I could see how much is left before I run out. So I did pick up some things, some video games, and I picked up some music stuff, and I guess I might as well show you guys what I got. Now for Christmas, I didn't get a whole lot, but I did get a couple big things, and I'll tell you guys what they are. What if I'm not going to be able to show you? But anyways, I was with my dad, and I saw this a week before. I went with my dad to pick it up, but there was this Xbox game called The Wild Rings. Now I think wrestling games are crap, but this one, I thought it was just a localization, but this is a Japanese exclusive. Well, someone find a definition for that and add it to your dictionary. Anyways, this is a Japanese exclusive game for the Xbox. It never got released in the US, but it's by Microsoft and by a couple of Payon, I think is the other name of the company, and there were a couple other developers that worked on it. But so I thought for $20 it came with the manual, although the box is kind of wonky, doesn't really work that well, and one of the hinges inside doesn't have the manual, or it doesn't have the hinge. I'm sorry, I can't think straight. It doesn't have the hinge that's like down here. It's got the motion list, which I assume is the move list, or tells you the controls, like how to do certain moves with each character. So that's pretty cool. Let's put that in the drawer here. So Then I got a couple books today. You know, me and my dad were just out at Goodwill, you know. So you never know what you could find there. In fact, did I show you guys what I found from Goodwill last weekend? This, as a Sting fan, was a wet dream for me. But I found... Oh, crap. Sorry. Something fell, as you could probably tell by the noise you just heard. The noise that just emitted from the vicinity of my room. Again, a lot of things fall in this room. But this, I found this picture. Actually, my dad found it. It's an old magazine or old newspaper ad from a Seattle magazine with Sting. This is from March 25th, 1988. So I wasn't even born yet. 6 years, I think. Let's see, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 years before I was born. This is freaking cool, though. You know, Sting looks like he's really getting into the music. It's a whole biography on Sting about, you know, in here, and I did copy everything that's on this page to like Windows Notepad. So if anyone was really interested in seeing what it says, you know, I could do that, or I could show you guys that. It's pretty cool. My dad just saw it, and I just, like, my jaw dropped to the floor, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get that. So, what else? I got I got this game. It was $1, and I found it at Half Price Books, but it's Poker Face Paul's Blackjack. I think that was before there was an actual poker face, but it's rated MA13. Parental discretion advised. Mature audiences. Okay, well, the infamous Mark Cooksey did the music for this game, so just remember that. I also got a copy of this CD for Presidents of the United States of America, because our band is thinking of covering Lump. But this one was like a different cover and everything, and the case is cracked, so I'm going to have to like get another one for it. But like the spine is supposed to be white, but it's yellow, and the inside cover looks different. There's a picture of the band with Bill Clinton, who I don't really have much respect for, but still, that's cool when you get to meet someone that famous. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, where can I put this stuff without it falling? I'll just put it there for now. Got a couple music books that I got at Goodwill. Both these were $2, but this I've never heard of this band, but my dad likes. I think he likes them. Is Mercy Me Spoken For. It's a piano vocal guitar book, which is from I guess they're a Christian band, so that's pretty cool. And they have the original price tags on here. The Ken L.E.Q's one got faded out, but there's still one from Hal Leonard, $15. So I saved myself about 13 getting that. I also found this one for like it's kind of like a book that teaches you how to play like Eric Clapton. It's got a bunch of songs on here. After Midnight, Badge, Before You Accuse Me, Take a Look at Yourself, Cocaine, Crossroads, Crossroads Blues, Have You Ever Loved a Woman, I Shot the Sheriff, Knocking on Heaven's Door, Lay Down Sally, Layla, Little Wing, Pretending, The Sunshine of Your Life, or Love, The Sunshine of Your Love, Tears in Heaven, White Room, and Wonderful Night. Wonderful Tonight. I don't know much of those songs, but Pretending is the only one I really actually know, so I'll have to check that out. But then, let's see, I finished reading The Scam by Chana Divanovich, as well as The Job. These are both pretty good books. And I'm wondering if she's going to make a fifth one. Probably not, but I don't know. If she does, I will get it. Then I got a couple CDs today. Nothing special, but around this bag here. Oh yeah, and a couple cassette tapes too. Cause I get cassette tapes because I do have a cassette player. But one was for Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and I have the CD for this. But I'll buy a cassette tape or any format of it, you know, if it's at all my like. And then this one is Nirvana Unplugged in New York. Never saw the tape for any of these, so it's like only like I think they're only like 10 cents. So I mean, I think that's a good deal. Just throw them there for now. Anyways, I got a few CDs. I got this Money for Nothing one, Dire Straits. It's pretty much Dire Straits' greatest hits. Then I got a couple Chicago albums. Excuse me. You know when your saliva goes down the wrong part of your throat. So I got Chicago 5, which I didn't know I had Saturday in the Park I saw the vinyl for it at a Half Price Books, and I was gonna grab it, but I didn't know what songs were on it. And I opened it up, and it still didn't tell you what songs were on it. So I didn't get it. And then when I come back to get it, when I find out it has Saturday in the Park on it, it's already gone. So I got that. And then I also got The Heart of Chicago Volume 2, and I have Volume 1, although the front case is cracked, so I need to get another one. But it's in that drawer. I'm not gonna get it. It actually looks exactly the same, except instead of blue, it's red. But yeah, I've been kind of getting into Chicago lately. I only know 3 songs by them now, but that's the start. Yeah, okay, so the Chicago thing. Oh yeah, and I've never owned something that was property of a library, but I found this today, and I had to get it. This was a copy of The Dream of the Blue Turtles by Sting, but it used to be from the Seattle Public Library, which I did go to earlier this year for the first time. It's actually a pretty cool looking place, actually. I mean, I didn't really have any complaints, and it seemed that they let homeless people in there, and that's pretty cool. That name change thing was a stupid idea. I don't think they went through with it, but if you guys don't know the story, I think okay, so it's called the Seattle Public Library. They wanted to change it to Seattle Public Libraries, and that was going to cost like $500,000 to do. But Seattle, I guess, doesn't have anything better to do. So, but anyways, this is pretty cool. Wanting something that used to be from the library. Of course, it says no longer property of them, which is good because I don't want them thinking I stole it. So yeah, I did get my 2 Christmas presents. One of them, like I said, I could show you, but let's see if I can grab it here. I got a bass. I got a 5-string bass because some of the songs we play in our band. Yeah, I didn't just get it just because I want another bass. I got one because I actually have a reason to own another one. And I'll play just a bit of it. Play just a little bit. Now, I did have a problem with this bass, and that it was an easy fix, but it was a very disappointing fix. So, I don't know how bad that affects the speakers on this webcam. Let me try at a lower volume. Okay, anyways, so you might be wondering why I unplugged it. I usually keep my guitars and basses plugged in. Well, that's the thing. I got this thing on Wednesday, and I took it home and I played it, and it was working fine. The next day I played, and it stops working. No sound comes out at all. So take it to Guitar Center, and turns out this thing uses 9-volt batteries. It seems every freaking guitar, and this is a little rant I have to get into. It seems that every guitar and bass nowadays has to use a 9-volt battery, and that's the thing. You might be like, well, didn't you check? Yes, I did. Funny story. I wanted an Ibanez 5-string bass, and then, I saw the back of one, and I noticed that they have batteries on them, battery slots. I'm like, well, I don't want that. So I saw this Shutter one, and I look at the back. Do you see anything that resembles a battery slot? No, you see this thing, but you think that, that's probably for the pickups over here. Well, yeah, it's for the pickups, but it's also for the 9-volt battery. And it's like, come on, are we living in the Middle Ages now? I mean, we have to put batteries in these bases, and apparently it's some kind of feature that it has on here, but no, it's the whole entire base. When that battery goes out, it quits. And of course, out of all batteries, they have to pick 9 volts, which is the most obscure format ever. So in order to not suck battery power out, you have to unplug the bass, which sucks. I can leave my Ibanez guitar plugged in 24 hours a day, and it doesn't stop working. You know why? Because it doesn't use batteries. So can we stop living in the Middle Ages and make guitars that do not need batteries? Because this is ridiculous. You know? Now, I did get an acoustic guitar which did have a battery slot, yeah. But the thing is, it has an AC adapter that you can use with it. This one doesn't. And I'm not saying like it doesn't come with an AC adapter. This one, you can't plug an AC adapter into it. Neither that Ibanez electric that I got a while back. So that's kind of disappointing. I wanted to get a bass that didn't have batteries. And you might be like, well, return it. Well, I do like it now. I've actually kind of grown very fond of it. I mean, it sounds better. It feels better. Oh my God. Compared to my Thunderbird. Now, I love my Thunderbird despite what happened to it. I think I told you guys I jumped off when we were rehearsing, jumped off my chair, stepped on the wire, and of course, because the input goes in here, it cracked the wood out of it. So, and I did get that fixed, although you could still see the damage. But yeah, I mean, but I do like this thing. It does feel comfortable, and I have no qualms against it. I mean, except that it uses a freaking battery. Like, come on, people. We're living in 2015. Back in the 70s, basses didn't use... I'm pretty sure, at least, basses did not require batteries. So what are we doing putting them in here now? And of course, this thing's made in Indonesia. And I have nothing against them. I mean, I like Asians. But, I mean, this is ridiculous. Come on, make a bass that doesn't require 9-volt batteries. Or here's a better idea, don't make a bass or a guitar or any instrument that requires a battery ever. It also, my acoustic guitar I was talking about earlier, that's also excusable because it has some built-in effects on it. So I could see that, using up battery, that's fine. And like I said, the reason why I don't complain about that one and why I'm fine with it is because it has an AC adapter. You can plug an AC adapter into it and it won't lose power. But this thing, so anyways, after my long rants, what is the other huge Christmas present that I got that I can't show people? Well, one, I can't show it because it's outside, and I don't have enough space on my phone to take video anymore. So I might say, oh, so you're not going to tape the fireworks downtown Seattle this year? Well, I'm not going to be able to because we actually have a show performing. Or we're going to perform, our band is going to perform a show. So if you want to come see Waking Maya at the Firewheels in Everett, and that's where our first gig was. We played a gig in the park once, but our second gig was there, and this is going to be our third gig. And it just happened that no one was there on New Year's, or is going to be performing there on New Year's. I think one other band is coming up, but that's it. So, yeah, we thought, hey, that's fine, let's do that. And, we're accepting donations too. There's a cover charge. I think it's like $5 to get in, which is pretty cheap for a concert ticket if you ask me. Especially for a band like us, we're pretty good. And I don't mean to sound biased. I know we're not the greatest band in the world, but we are good, That's just like what they said in Alice in Chains, We're not saying we're the smartest guys in the world, but our music's good. Our music's great. I really do think that the singer in our band, she could sing. I wish I could sing that good. Every time I sing, I'm always off key and everything. And I'm sorry, guys. Sorry I'm wiping my nose so much. I got some really bad allergies going on here. It was actually snowing earlier today. So, anyways. So, if you guys want to come see us, you're welcome to. I'd be glad to meet any of you guys. And I don't think anyone's ever going to ask, but autographs and pictures are alright. But also, besides the cover charge, we're not charging for you to see the show as well. But we do take donations. Like $5 donation would be greatly appreciated. And what do we need it for? We're not using it to buy equipment or anything. We already got the equipment we need. We just need, we need money to record our CD next month. We're going in the studio, I think, like at the beginning of January, and I don't know how much of the stuff I'm allowed to say, but I know some of the stuff has been announced on our Facebook page, so that's why I'm saying it. So we're going to go in to record around the beginning of January, and who knows what our next venture will be. But that's not it. If you're still wondering about what I'm up to video game related, well, I actually played Counter-Strike in a long time, for the first time in a long time, but that's not the most interesting thing. I am working on the music for another game that I'm hoping this one actually does come out. The programmer said that he's going to put it on Steam Greenlight, and hopefully that gets passed. And I'm supposed to make a little money off of that. So now my dad keeps telling me, you can make and maybe I should be blessed because I know some parents won't be behind this, but he's like, oh, you could come up with an idea for a game like that guy who made Five Nights at Freddy's, and you could make yourself a lot of money. And I told him I don't want to do that. Just like he's old, but he's good with electronics and mechanics and stuff. Because he's been a mechanic for years. I told him he could do that, and he's like, well, no, I don't really want to do that for other people. I'm getting too old. It's like, well, now you know how I feel. I like doing music for video games, but I don't think I can program one. Not yet. I mean, I've been learning a little bit about NES programming, and that's it. So, anyways, after a long video, I want to wish you guys once again Merry Christmas, and if you don't like Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And if you don't like Happy Holidays, shut the up, and I hope you guys have a very happy new year. 2016, I am looking forward to it despite all the political crap that's going on, And, I told people, because I've been getting a lot of politics shoved in my face lately. There's nothing I could really do about it. Politics. When I was in school, I didn't think politics really mattered much. But now I know that they kind of control your life, kind of like money. So, people don't like that I'm a Trump supporter. Well, I'm not saying Trump is perfect. I don't think any of the presidential candidates are perfect, okay? In fact, if whoever gets office, whoever gets to the White House, I think they're going to be corrupt. So I'm not saying, while I do support Trump and I'm behind him a lot, I'm not saying he's perfect. No. All of these politicians, all these presidential candidates have crap on their hands. Okay, can we agree on that? Can we agree that one's not better than the other? Can we agree that an iPhone isn't better than an Android, but at the same time an Android isn't better than an iPhone? Can we agree that Chevy's not better than Ford and Ford's not better than Chevy? Maybe everything in this world has its ups and downs that equal everything, that make everything equal. Just a thought. Anyways, God bless. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.